So the Henderson ordeal is almost done, with it being almost official and all said and done, and Henderson is gone, and there's a lot of chatter and disagreements over it. Hi, everybody. This is Timucin with American Scouser. Give us a like and a subscribe. Somewhere down here, there should be buttons you can press to get American Scouser content all the time. Thank you all for your support. So let's get to the news over here with Henderson. Obviously, we knew this was coming for a long time, and we've talked about it on the channel a bunch of times as well. I guess here is my take on it. I understand the money part of it, and I think when people say a lot of us would take the money and run with it, that's true. We would. We probably would. And anybody who says they would not, especially if you're not already making Jordan Henderson money originally, you're probably lying to yourself for the most part. But the difference is we are not Jordan Henderson. But Jordan Henderson is Jordan Henderson. Oh, God damn it, man. Hello, everyone. Well, Jordan Henderson is gone. Pretty much a done deal that our second captain is leaving this offseason as well. Oh. Jordan Henderson is leaving Liverpool. There's a lot of disagreements, a lot of chatter over this, and it's time to kind of like put it away for good. So it's a great topic, I think, for our very first editorial. This is Timucin here with American Scouser. If you have not already, there should be like buttons down here that you can press and click and stuff to subscribe and give us a like. And thank you for your support for American Scouser. Let's get to the topic over here, because this one is one that kind of like hits me the hardest. That's why it probably makes like the good first Reditorial for me, because he was my favorite player on this team. And with him leaving with Bobby in the same summer, it's been a painful one. But it's kind of hurts more than, for example, like Fab leaving or somebody else going to the Saudi Arabian League. Because it's more on me than anybody else, I think. But let's look at some of the things, and let's get all the excuses off the table first. I know a lot of people are talking about, he talked to Klopp about playing minutes. He's getting generational wealth and stuff like that. And that's the only thing that we should look at, is the money. The minutes, his role and stuff like that. Let's face it, if the Saudi Arabian League was not in the equation, none of that would matter. If this money was not on the table, none of that would matter. Jordan Henderson would still be a Liverpool player. Maybe he would not be as happy in his role, but he would definitely look like a player that came to camp to fight for his role. And I really do not see Klopp saying, I don't care how well you play, you're not going to start. So it was a player based on Jordan's character that would fight for his spots and his minutes. So this is all about money. You can say that should not be an excuse. Money should not be the thing. And there are a lot of people saying like, oh, you shouldn't have taken the money. But let's face it, a lot of people over here, when we're offered 3 times, 4 times what we're making, we'll probably sell out and leave our current gig as well. The difference is, I think when we look at players, they're already making a good income. So the diminishing returns of the money is there. And I think more for Jordan Henderson, and he's going to get a lot of backlash, mainly for this. I don't think it's even the timing of when he's gone. If the offer comes in July, the offer comes in July, and that's when you address it. It's not like the offer came in June and he dropped a bombshell in July. The offer came in and he responded to it. If anything, you can hate on Stevie for bringing the offer then as opposed to earlier. But for Jordan, I think because he has been this great captain on and off the pitch, and I think the hassle he's getting is going to be more for the off the pitch Jordan Henderson, for being vocal in certain issues and then going to Saudi Arabia for it. And you know what? I think this is more on us, maybe some of us, including myself. And I think I put myself on the top of the list as putting certain players on a pedestal somewhere And I did with Jordan because I saw him above just a regular football player. I saw him as that guy that's the model that you could say. I mean, I know we always talk about like, oh, you shouldn't make players role models and stuff like that, but you could kind of show your kid and say, that's the kind of person you want to be on the pitch and off the pitch. And that's a good pro in terms of how they carry themselves. I think perhaps I, along with many others, put Jordan a bit too high on the pedestal, and he is ultimately just another football player. So I will always remember him fondly. I'm not one of these guys that's like suddenly hating on him now, because that's almost like wiping all the good that he's done. It does not, he's not going back on his word in that sense. And I still feel like he will try his best to kind of mediate this. We talked about on the shows was maybe he'll give this money, some of this money to charity and stuff like that to kind of make up for us for some damage control. But either way, for me, and I know for some other Liverpool fans, the legacy is kind of hurts. I will not remember of him the same way I would 4 weeks ago. It's a total different situation for me now. But still, I think he's been a great captain. If he wants to go after the money, that's fine. But let's just not get past this. Oh, he wants a new challenge, his role and stuff like that, because this has got nothing to do with any of that, and it's all about money. So, but that's the choice that he made, and that's kind of like some of the consequences that he's, I think, going to have to deal with moving forward. But I will always, like, I've always loved the dude as a player when he played. I think he was a great player as well. A lot of people, and that's another thing that a lot of people are kind of now not appreciating his value, but now complaining that we're losing him, even though he was not really appreciated, I think, as a player when he was here by the Liverpool fans. I think people look at him as winning as captain and look at him like he just happened to be there. And that is far from the truth. I think he's a big part of, going around and kind of like, making sure the wheels are turning in this machine that Klopp created. And I think he was a huge, important piece for Klopp. And along with Milner, it will be a big loss. But it's time to go for him, and it's time to move on for us. Good luck to Jordan, and let's hope the Reds kind of make the right moves to fill his void on the pitch, and let's hope some of the boys in this squad already step up to fill his role off the pitch.